Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new webinar. This webinar is the second part of a webinar about the AI agents in the pharma sector. So we made a webinar. You can check it in on our YouTube channel 3 months ago. But it was requested by most of our customers to have a more hands-on approach to what kind of agents we are developing through the pharma industry. And this webinar is more, you will see, is more specific. We will go through a demo for one of our agents. So today I'm hosting together with my colleague Abraham, who is here with us. And we will start with this webinar. You go to the next slide, please, Abraham. Please let me introduce just 2 seconds our company. We work for ShowerThinking. We are a sales for omni-channel solution for pharma companies, and we offer a complete portfolio for multi-cloud services. We have been in the industry for the last 20 years in the pharma sector. And one of our strongest points is that we are developing more than 3,000 different hybrid and complex multi-channel journeys for different pharma companies. Without further information, please let me introduce you to Abraham, who will guide us through the webinar.
Abraham. Thank you, Joaquin. Thank you, Joaquin. My name is Abraham Mardones, and today I will drive this presentation. As Joaquin said, we will start describing what is an agent, what is the value that can provide for your company or for the pharma industry, the artificial intelligence usage, and later we will show you how works a real agent working in our day-to-day. Okay, let me show you some numbers about artificial intelligence and how it's received in pharma. Artificial intelligence is transforming the pharmaceutical industry. Clinical trials are accelerating, and artificial intelligence is reducing time to market for new drugs. As you can see in the first square, is more investment equal more products. The 93% of the pharma companies increasing or are thinking to increase the AI spend, 50% investing of R&D, medical and commercial. This 50% corresponds 24% of commercial investment, and 11% is related to IT. We are talking about that the generative artificial intelligence value, the potential is between 60 and 110 billions of dollars. This means that with this amount of potential value, is the faster R&D equals more launches. This means that, for example, clinical trials intervals cut from 32 to 17 months. In oncology, for example, oncology drug to clinic is in 80 months versus 42 months average. At the end, this is reshaping our industry, because right now our sales force, the HCP access, continue to decline worldwide. Sales team cannot grow at the same pace as the pipeline. Basically, for the future, we will have a big pipeline with some troubles regarding to access to HCPs or the limited number of Salesforce people dedicated. That's where the artificial intelligence agents come in. Let me show you what they are. Let's start with some foundations about artificial intelligence agents. What is an agent? Basically, an agent is a virtual assistant powered by generative AI that understand the context, make decisions, and take actions with your CRM. CRM basically is the application that the Salesforce use in his day-to-day to report goals or to manage his tasks. EA agents make moving from system of record to system of intelligence. This means that the initial concept about a CRM was systems that basically only record interactions, but with the EA agents, these platforms will the evolution of these platforms will go to the system of intelligence. Field reps receive real-time coaching and next best action. Medical and commercial teams align with EA created insights and enable scalable and personalized HCP engagement. Okay, basically the agents will help us in these four pillars. In order to introduce how works an agent, basically we need to see these four pillars. The first is that we need to define each time that we want to use artificial intelligence agent, we need to define what is his role. Basically, what job should he do? It can be a field sales rep, can be a CAM, MSL, or can be related to patient program, service support, or compliance. When we will define what is his job, we need to design which is the level of access to the information, because it's important. This is basically how we will train these agents in base to what? What can they access, for example? They can access to the CRM, like Viva, Salesforce. They can access to information related to IQVIA, sales, demographical data, or maybe can access to information related to analytics like Azure or Power BI. The next step is to define what is the actions, what capabilities do they have, support field force, support patient and adoption programs, support medical departments, support pharmacovigilance departments, support compliance, and what is the channel? Basically, what is the channel that the agent will use? For example, WeChat, portals, webinars, or voice. When we define these four steps, we will have an EA agent ready to work with us. How EA agents drive values in pharma? Basically, increase rep productivity. We are not talking about that the EA agents will replace the sales reps. No, for me, from my point of view, this is not correct. Basically, the EA agent will support to the sales rep in order to reduce and remove the repetitive task. As you can see in the first bullet, automates repetitive tasks, medical info, sample request, CRM updates, faster access to approved content and next best action. The second is how personalize the HCP engagement, instant answer to complex medical or product inquiries is available 24/7, ideal for omnichannel service. And for sure, accelerate time to value, pre-configure for life science use cases, easy integration with another technology stakeholders like Viva, Vault, Salesforce, Marketing Cloud, or Wanki. Faster onboarding on field teams and support functions. And the last one is the data-driven insights and feedback loops. Capture real-time HCP needs and questions, identifies gaps and approved content or training. This is the value that the potential value that will provide the agents, not in the future, right now, because it's a present. Ensuring the life science compliance. this is a big question, no? It's for sure that we can implement a lot of agents in our different platforms, but at the end, this is compliance or not is compliance. The answer is for sure is compliance, because the agents use different tools in order to ensure that we don't have any problem. For example, content governance. The agent can be configured to use only compliance approved sources. If you remember in the previous slide, we need to define as part of the agent configuration is which the level of source access and what is the sources that they can access. Basically, you can configure only compliance approved sources. The prompts inputs can be predefined and reviewed in collaboration with legal and compliance teams to ensure regulatory alignment. Basically, all interactions that your agent is doing with the HCPs is a record in the system. So you can analyze the different interactions in order to segment the HCPs based on his knowledge, for example, and in addition, to see if the agent is providing the best question aligned with compliance. A content moderation layer can be implemented to automatically filter out promotional language or not compliant claims. And the agent also can be restricted from generating medical advice or off-level content, ensuring adherence to promotional codes and regulations. For sure, that can be traceable and audit. The agents support full audit trail and field history tracking, allowing traceability of all user inputs and generated outputs, as I say. It logs all agent interactions, decisions, tool invocations, and data access. The solution can be integrated with GxP compliant audit systems, and it can be configurable to include reference or links to relevant documents in its responses. The typical question when I show the agent to my customers is that, okay, but how you can control that this information that is already providing is aligned with our training? Basically, this is information that is providing comes from us or come from internet, come from ChatGPT? No, basically, is all information that manage the AI agents can be restricted to the source that they are using. And in addition, each answer can be linked to a link in order that basically can be linked to the real information. For example, the agent can provide an answer and can provide the link to the information that he used. The operational and regional safeguards. The agent can be set to operate in a supervised mode. Basically, each time that he finds some not say some problem, but basically you can escalate to a human based on a logic. For example, you can provide information about a product, or you can provide guidance about the usage of the product. However, if you receive any question related to adverse events, you have to escalate this question to a human. Basically, you can can work in an autonomous way, but the most important is that can be supervised. It's a low country-specific configuration for sure. It's different. The law is different in Europe and US about personal data or the type of answer that he can provide. EA agent can enforce data residency rules to ensure that the regulated data does not cross geographic or jurisdictional boundaries. Custom disclaimers and warnings can be displayed. In all moments, you can configure what is the level of warnings that you can provide to your users or to your customers each time that the agent receive a question. Okay, this is the three pillars in order to ensure that the agents are compliant. They can control content, we can control content governance. We can use traceability and audit and operational and regional safeguards. In ShowerThinking, we created different archetypes, okay, in order to cover the different activities that we are doing as commercial level. For example, we have an archetype that his name is Chloe, that basically is working as sales rep. This is the archetype that I will show you as part of the demo, okay? Chloe is focused on HCP connections, HCP interactions. We have Sarah, that is specialized in OTC. Okay, his focus is pharmacies. Leon is focused on compliance. It's a regulatory support to the regulatory team. Adam is a CAM that is focused on hospitals interactions, and Nora that is more focused on services. Okay, for today, I will show you in a demo Chloe. Okay, the pink bot that you can see in the slide. Okay, now we will start with the demo. In order to start, I will describe what is our task for today. Basically, we created a pharma company. Okay, his name is Genetic Pharma. It's a life science laboratory that uses EA Rep solutions to support his field force. The product is an OTC product, for sure. It's just an example in order to facilitate our demo. It's vitamin C, it's liposomal vitamin C. We have a doctor with a background in primary care that will interact with the agent, and we have a sales rep that is managing a territory where Dr. Fuentes is allocated. Okay, this is the configuration. If you remember my explanation, in order to configure an agent, you have to focus on 4 steps. We need to define a role. We need to define which level of data access and sources that will be trained this agent, which is the type of actions that she can do, and what is the channel. In this case, for Chloe, his role will be a sales rep. The data is she can access, and she has trained in all CLM content. He can access to PubMed, CRM historical interaction in order to see if somebody interacted previously with the doctor. She can access to the digital campaigns, orders, and pharmacovigilance. The actions that she can do is basically one is support to the field force to increase vitamin C sales, manage sample drops, and identify new leads. And the channel is WeChat. Okay. Let me explain you what is the things that we will see in our demo, and what is the history behind of Doctor and Chloe. Basically, Genetic Pharma execute an unbranded email campaign, okay, focus on how vitamin C usage can improve sport performance. Dr. Fuentes, the second step, receive an email from Genetic Pharma related to the vitamin C use campaign, and Dr. Fuentes access to the Genetic vitamin C microsite and connect with Chloe. Now, I will enter into the microsite that we created for this product in order to introduce to Chloe. Give me a second. Okay, Dr. Fuentes, click into the unbranded campaigns that can be an email, okay, managed by Marketing Cloud or a similar platform, access to this microsite. In this microsite, we include a CLM material related to liposomal vitamin C, okay? The doctor click in Learn More, and he can see the typical CLM that we are showing to our customers, to our HCPs. The doctor review the material. He can see what is the key features about the liposomal vitamin C. It's immune system booster, promotes collagen production. He can see what is how looks the product, and he can review the nutritional information, recommendation, use. But as you see, this is too complex. Okay, I'm spending a lot of time reviewing this type of materials, and I prefer directly to contact with Chloe to know more about this product. Okay, so the first thing that you can see is the disclaimer. Okay, when I'm accessing to the microsite, you can see that Chloe recognized me. Okay, because he can access to my CRM profile, and you can customize what is the welcome. Okay, you can put all disclaimer in order to ensure that it's aligned with your compliance. At the end, when the doctor see the message, click into the I have read and can accept the terms and start the chat. And next, as I explained previously, Chloe will work in a web chat. But what is the advantage of this? Is basically we can use only one agent and we can manage different channels. Okay, basically we will not create different agents for different channels. We will use only one agent that has been trained, and we spent a lot of time training him, and we can invoke her in different channels. In this case, it's part of the WeChat. But it's important to know or to know what is the difference between artificial intelligence AI agent and a chatbot. If you remember, a chatbot is the typical chat that a lot of people is using right now, but it's pre-configured. Basically, you have to define the workflow in order to guide to the user across the different questions, different problems. Here, you can ask in a free way all things that you want. Okay, basically, it's not in a chatbot. You will see different buttons in order to navigate between the attendance workflow, but in this case, it's natural language. Okay, so let's start. Okay. As I say, I don't have time to review all this material. Let's start for this question. Could you give me a quick overview of liposomal vitamin C product? Okay, basically now the agent is reviewing the question. Take some time because it's a test environment. In the real world, it's immediately. Okay, but let's wait some seconds to answer. Okay, now Chloe is working. Okay, here is an overview of liposomal vitamin C by Pharma. C is providing an overview, C is providing a key feature, and C is providing the information that she's capturing from different sources. We are not talking about that Chloe right now is doing a resume about the CLM. No, she is taking different source of data, source of information, and he is collecting this information and put in only one place as resume of all this. If he is in quality and safety standards, so you can see. In this case, it's a chatbot, as I say, but imagine she can be configured in a voice chat. Okay, perfect. if you have other questions or need additional details, yes, I like to dig deeper into the clinical evidence. Please, what studies support the product's benefits? Now, she's accessing to the different sources in order to provide the best answer. Okay, here's an overview in the clinical evidence supporting liposomal vitamin C sensitive pharma. You can see how she's collecting information about studies and findings and provide a conclusion. Okay, if you need more details, okay, I don't need it. I think that is clear. Okay, let's continue interacting with her. Okay, can you explain the main difference between your product and the competitor product? How I have to use your product if at the end exists another product very similar in the market? Okay, now see her answer is collecting the information, and he's creating a list of what is the advantages of the product versus the competitor. For sure, in order to provide this type of information, Chloe has been trained with information about our competitors. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, what can you tell me about products testing and certifications? Because maybe I need more information about how it's working this product and is has been tested properly or not. As you can see, we can interact with her in all ways that you want. Okay, you can create all your questions and she will answer. Okay. Okay. Perfect. I have all the information. Okay, but now I have a real, between brackets, I have a real case. Okay, I have a 20 years old patient with diabetes and high stress level. What is the typical daily use? Okay, now start the training that we work with her in order to ensure that she is not answer any question that can be not compliance. The first that she say is, I'm unable to provide a specific dosage recommendation for individual cases. Okay, this is a configuration that we created for this type of questions, including patients with diabetes or high stress levels. However, the general recommendation daily dosage for liposomal vitamin C is 2 capsules per day, but in addition, for personalized advice tailored to your patient's medical condition, I recommend consulting with a healthcare provider or specialist. For your case, for real case, maybe we can create a suggestion for our sales rep in order that a human can contact with him, or we can execute another workflow in order to ensure that somebody from our company contact with the doctor. Okay. Okay. Now I will ask if there are any no adverse event or tolerability concerns with this product. Okay.
Sorry, Abraham. We are receiving a number of questions through the chat. Thank you everyone for these questions. So we have a specific part at the end of the webinar, the Q&A questions. Well, we will respond to all these questions all together in order to follow the flow of the presentation. Okay.
Okay.
Please, go on.
Okay. As you can see, we can answer, Chloe is answering questions aligned with our training and our compliance. And in addition, I can ask directly, okay, well, who is my sales rep? She can access to the CRM and put in contact with the HCP with our sales rep. Okay, Juan del Puerto is your sales rep. Do you like to connect with him? Yes. Okay. Chloe sent a notification into the CRM that you can see. Now I will move to the CRM that can, in this case, is Salesforce, but can be Viva or another CRM, and you can see that the agent generate directly a suggestion for the sales rep. Okay, here you can see that somebody, but basically that the doctor Juan del Puerto wants to contact with the sales rep. And basically, this is the how looks EA agent. For sure, I can continue interacting with him, but let's start with the QA if you have any question.
Okay, thank you very much, Abraham. It has been really exciting, this demo, and at least to see one of real usage of these agents. So we have a number of questions, really very interesting. The first is says, thanks for the demo. What's the difference between seeking this information through this specific agent and seeking the information from any LLM like ChatGPT? Will the customer not get the similar information there?
Yeah, good question. Thank you so much. Basically, the difference is that these agents has been pre-trained. Basically, they have a business and logic layer that helps to implement in our industry. For example, basically this agent, the agent that I show you, it works with ChatGPT. However, this is not the ChatGPT that you can use. It has been trained in order that he knows how it works the life science industry. Okay, it's a pre-configured with a pharma industry layer.
Yeah, so basically, let me just rephrase the answer for Abraham. Is a specific purpose and a specific train with information from this pharma company, with Genetic Pharma, in order just to respond a number of questions. And you see that some of them, she's responding, other she refused. So one additional point is that he's getting the information from the HCPs, all the digital interactions, all the sales rep interaction, all together, all this data is accessible by Chloe. Okay. So next question, Abraham, is how can we be sure that the virtual rep answers accordingly to the scientific documentation?
Yeah, basically the how we can ensure. Sorry, can you repeat with your question? It's about
Yeah, the question is how did you know, or how can you be sure that the virtual rep, that Chloe, is following the scientific documentation? For example, if you have some information on specific drugs.
Yeah, yes. Agents like Chloe can be configured to use only approved content, such as Viva Vault documents, and are restricted from generating off-level claims. They provide clear, traceable, and compliance responses, which are key pharma. Basically, you can control which is the type of the documentation that you will use to train the agents, in order to ensure that the agent will not answer any question outside of these materials and content that has been regulated and approved by your compliant department.
Yeah, there are more questions about this topic. The next question is, how can we ensure that agents are restricted from generating medical advice or off-label content? It's
as part of the configuration, when you define the prompt, because when you configure the agent is using a prompt, like when you use ChatGPT, you have to take care and ensure and follow some basically you have to control using safe words in order to ensure that the agent not answer any question not related with the question that the HCP is doing. It's basically you are controlling his answers using safe words in the code.
Okay. The next question is: do you have any log information where you can access the different questions from the HCPs?
Yes, you can activate the tracking, and all interactions that HCPs has with the agent is recording the system. But in addition, you can create some reports, okay, in order to find specific behaviors, in order to ensure that first that the agent is not doing or is not providing incorrect answers. And in addition, you can use this log in order to create a segmentation based on the knowledge of the product. For example, imagine that HCP contact with the agent and start to ask questions. The agent, based on the log, can identify behaviors and segment and say, okay, based on his knowledge about this product, his knowledge is low, or his knowledge is medium, or is high. And based on these criteria, you can put in action different workflows. For example, if his knowledge is low, you can send some materials, or if it's high, you can contact him in order to ask if he wants to participate as a speaker, etc., etc. But yes, the answer is all interactions that the HCP is doing with the agent is recording the system.
Next question is: does your solution has a standard integration with Viva CRM and PromoMats?
Yes, it's integrated with Viva PromoMats, because, for example, if you want to train to the agent with these materials, it's integrated with Viva PromoMats using the Viva PromoMats API. And Viva is basically the logic and the core the artificial intelligence core can be imported in different platforms. Yes, the answer is yes.
Okay. Next question is: what are the predefined agent personas, and which are from ShowerThinking, and which are the more successful?
We develop a set of, as I showed you in a previous slide, we preconfigure some archetypes, including Chloe, that is the sales rep, or Elsa, that is an MSL. These agents are tailored to pharma workflows and can be deployed quickly with minimal customization, or depends if you want to customize in order to adapt it, or you can use as template in order to create your own agents. But in answering your question, for me, at the moment, the most success agent that we have is Chloe. That is a sales rep that can support to the field force or to mature products where you cannot promote. For example, if you don't have budget to promote a mature product, I think that is a best solution to use an agent in order to help a limited Salesforce team, or or if you have a product that at the moment nobody is promoting, you can use Chloe. For me, it's Chloe, the answer.
Okay. Next question, and I think this is the last. Can you provide some guidance about agents integrate with my omnichannel strategy?
Yeah. Yes. Depends of the different different platforms that you are used. Yes. For example, for Marketing Cloud, I think that is a best is a good solution as part of the unbranded campaign. If you want to to move unbranded to branded campaign, and at the end, as touch point, you can put an agent, or for example, you can use an agent as part of a brand portal. It's important because it's multilingual, so you can use, for example, if you have a brand portal with different countries, the agent can provide information based on the regulatory from each country. Yeah, yes, we can help for sure. I'm happy to enter in detail. Please feel free to contact me, and we'll talk about what is the best, and I'm happy to share some ideas.
Well, and just a last question, everyone. He is asking if does this demo is accessible, and the content. I think that it means the slides are available online, and I think that you can send an email to Abraham.
Yeah, for sure.
Your email is abraham@showerthinking.com. So send him an email.
Yeah.
He will be able to provide you.
And in addition, we will be happy to, if you want, that we have a specific session. Feel free to contact us, and I will arrange a meeting with you, and we will enter in detail, answering your question and show you all materials that you need. No problem.
Okay. So in order to be just in time, we are just finished this webinar. So thank you very much for your attendance. Very interesting questions indeed. And thank you very much to you, Abraham, for your presentation. I hope you all enjoyed.